Welcome back. This is Suzanne Wachtel, Living Your Best Life. Today's podcast is about the wonderful, wonderful pleasure and the wonderful things you get when you are kind to others, acts of kindness. So what do I mean by acts of kindness? Well, in this world today, you don't know what other people are going through. I've said this before. And just simple acts of kindness can give people hope, can make their day. And I'm talking about when you see an opportunity to be kind or to do a kind gesture, go for it. It is such a wonderful thing. You're driving, someone wants to get in your lane, let them. You're online at the market, you're not in a rush, someone's behind you with just a few things. Tell them to please go ahead. You're paying online for a coffee. You see the lady behind you has a couple of kids and she looks a little stressed out or she's a little elderly. You know what? Give the people $5 at the register and tell them to play it forward. There's just some little things that if we're all mindful every day, that we can make someone's life better. I mean, even an example, like I have a neighbor in my neighborhood. My little grandson loves picking his bananas with permission when they're ripe. And we hadn't remembered to go pick bananas. And there was a knock at my door. And it was the neighbor who said, "Where has your grandson been?" And he brought over a whole branch of like 20 bananas. And so that made my day. That made his day. So when you do nice things for other people, it actually elevates your sense of happiness and joy. It really does. It triggers in your brain the dopamine and serotonin to rise to a level. Okay? So it's not just being a good person and doing a nice thing. It will actually transform how you're feeling in the moment. You will feel uplifted. You will feel happier. And it just gives a little joy to your, spring to your step, as they say. So throughout your day, look around, notice opportunities. You have a friend going through a hard time. You know what? Give them a call. See how they're doing. You know that your neighbor, maybe the husband or wife were ill, a friend. You know what? Call them and see if there's something you couldn't do to help them out, and even just listening. So today's podcast is really to remind everybody that you don't have to be donating money. You don't have to be doing great acts. You could just do simple little things that will lift somebody's day. You could just actually smile. You're walking, everyone has their heads down on their phones, but if you're walking, let's say through the mall or down the street, see someone, you make a little eye contact, give a smile. That could brighten their day. Some people get a little freaked out, like, why are they smiling at me? They're weird. But the truth is, sometimes it's just a welcome mat to happiness when you smile at someone and they smile back. So be aware today and be aware every day and try to think, even if it's for a couple hours here and there, instead of scrolling on your phone or watching a lame TV show, think about, who could you reach out to say hello? Or who could you help or do something nice for today? It just makes such a difference in your life. So it's kind of selfish if you ask me. And it's kind of self-full because it really helps other people. And if we could all learn to be kinder, more thoughtful, go out of our way just a little bit for the people we come in contact with, right? We will make everyone's life and the world a better place, and we'll make our lives upbeat and a better place to be. So go find something nice to do for someone. And especially I want to remind you, my biggest thing, two things. Breathing, really good breathing is wonderful for you. And don't forget that you matter too. So when you're thinking about how you could do something kind for someone today, think about yourself. What could you do for yourself today that would make you smile, that would make you a little happier? Maybe it's ordering, your favorite tea. Maybe it's, buying yourself a little something. Maybe it's just doing something that brings you pleasure. So when you're thinking of little things you can do to make the world and people's day a little brighter, don't forget, include yourself, because you really matter. And if you're feeling good and uplifted, believe me, that energy is contagious. It will spread. It will uplift other people. And when you're a high positive energy person and you're friendly and you're talking, you know what? People feel like they matter. They really do. And that's why, friendly, popular people are well liked, because it's how your joy and your bright light makes other people feel. And also remember, it lightens up your day too. So all around, it's a win-win-win. Please go out and be kind to yourself. Be kind to whoever you can. Don't go too crazy, but just keep it in mind. I just wanted to mention it today in the podcast. It's just to remind people to just think about what you could do today for yourself and for others, strangers and friends, that would make the world a little brighter. Have a beautiful day, guys, and enjoy this new challenge. Mwah. Namaste.